Hey beautiful, do you ever wake up already exhausted? Like, no matter how much sleep you get, the stress just never leaves your body. I was there, burned out, overwhelmed, and quite honestly, just feeling like I was just surviving. But everything shifted when I tried these three things. And in today's video, I'm going to share them with you. So pay attention. So as a caregiver and an entrepreneur, I was always putting myself last, and I thought if I just power through it, things would get better. But instead, I kept breaking down. Then I realized I had to let go of certain things that was draining me instead of helping me. So the first thing I did was I just stopped this hustle mentality. I used to think that success meant I had to be busy 24/7. And even my husband would say, Milan, you don't have to cram everything into your calendar, making sure that every hour is accounted for. And that's how I was living life. Even after adding on being a caregiver, what happened to me was it left me feeling exhausted and just, resentful. When I stopped glorifying busy and started honoring rest as part of my work, I started noticing how my energy shifted. I became more creative, I became more present, and overall just less reactive to things. During the day, I try to establish these grounding rituals, and what that looks like for me is reading books that I love, books that take my mind on an adventure, books that allow me to escape and travel. Because, of course, being a caregiver, I'm not really in the traveling space right now. So allowing me to travel somewhere, whether it be Italy or to France, so just escaping in my mind. Gratitude, writing in my gratitude journal. I have a gratitude journal and I talked about it in one of my last videos, which you can watch right here. So my gratitude journal, my top three, and how important that is for me to stay grounded and stay aligned with my thoughts and allow me not to get overly stressed out about things. Breath work, of course, breath work, it helps immensely. And just, tea time. But along with these grounding rituals, I find it necessary to add in moments of self-care and sort of a pampering of myself, so to speak. So that could include anything from sensory indulgences, like my favorite perfume. Something about spraying perfume on me, it just makes me feel so confident. And my tiny pleasures, which I have to tell you about those. My tiny pleasures, they are like watching a short clip of one of my favorite French films, or just a favorite old film that I love. Having this sort of a gourmet moment, and my gourmet moments is decorating my journal, and I typically use Ron stickers, which I'll place a link below this video. And just slow living, and that slow living is all about nurturing my spirit and helping me to stay connected even when things just start to become too overwhelming for me, or when I start feeling that the things is just too much. So always putting in time for yourself, sort of a grounding ritual. And it can be a short, but we often think that grounding rituals or to making time for yourself means going away, doing a spa day, doing a spa treatment, doing an hour away or 3 hours. Well, it doesn't have to mean that. It can be something as small as 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, even just a 30-minute. They used to call it years ago power naps. I don't look at that as a power nap. I look at it as a moment to regroup. It's almost like closing your computer, allowing it to reboot for 30 minutes. And that's the way I look at it. So grounding rituals and these pampering self-care moments is just so important. The second thing I quit was eating on autopilot and not really paying attention to what I was allowing my body to take in as nourishment. Eating quick items, something that I can grab out of a bag or a box, pushing through the day, not really allowing myself to fully be nourished, but just pushing through it because I have this project or it's just not time for me to eat yet. And when I ate like this, food became stress and not nourishment. Then I started thinking more, let's upgrade this and make it more gourmet. So when I slowed down and chose simple, chic meals, what that looked like was elevating everything I eat, putting it on a beautiful plate, putting out my linen napkins. My salad became more about adding in color, something with a little crunch, or a cup of tea, just an elegant cup of tea in a beautiful teacup. Elevate what you're eating. Once I started doing all of that, then I felt grounded again. And eating became self-care and not another chore. Having a degree in the culinary arts, I enjoyed so many privileges with that. I got to work at one of the top schools in Chicago, the chopping block. I got to teach a lot of classes on various types of cuisine and wine classes, and then of course bringing that home as a private chef to many of my high-end clientele. So, and I just love teaching my clients online or feeding my clients locally with gourmet foods, and clients who have a discriminating taste or who just want to elevate their taste and take it to the next level. Let me tell you about the third thing that I quit. I quit saying yes to everything. And as women, we instinctively want to keep everybody happy. But saying yes to everything else or everyone else, it means saying no to yourself. And I'm telling you this from experience because I want you to know, whether you are over 50 like myself, whether you're 40 years old, or whether you're in your 30s, this goes for you. Because if you're listening to this, you need to learn from a woman who's been there and who's been burned out and overwhelmed and feeling stressed out. So I had to learn these boundaries, and I had to learn the boundaries gracefully, lovingly, but firmly, because no one will take care of you like you. And that alone lifted 50% of my burnout. So these are the three things that I quit: the hustle mentality, eating on autopilot, and saying yes to everything. None of these things happened overnight. As we say in French, petit à petit, l'oiseau fait son nid. So little by little, the bird builds its nest. This was a gradual process. But when I started making the necessary steps, I felt lighter, I felt more calm, and just more like myself again. So which one of these do you need to quit now? Drop a comment and let me know. If you found this video helpful and you want more, then click on the bell and subscribe to my channel. And also don't forget to hit the notification bell so you will get notified when my next video comes out. And if you're ready for more chic, stressful lifestyle guidance from me, then go below this video and click on the link to get your copy of the Busy Woman's Lifestyle Playbook.